a Band-Aid on the condition. So I'm looking to understand your mental and emotional state. I'm looking to understand the stresses in your life. All of these women here were stressed, every single one of them. So in the homeopathy, we can find a remedy that is from a plant, a mineral, or an animal substance that can in fact assist in getting rid of the energy that may be low self-esteem in the young lady because the kids are teasing her, the stress of the grandmother, the stress of the mother. I'd like to understand, when did the diabetes start? When did the hypertension start? When did the asthma start? Because that is the cause of those diseases. It just didn't happen. You don't just bump into somebody and catch diabetes. You don't just bump into somebody and catch hypertension. Something happens to trigger that response in the body. And the body's always doing the most intelligent thing it can do. So even though you have hypertension, it could be worse. The body is always trying to heal itself and make itself well. Everybody stop breathing for a minute. Just stop breathing. Stop breathing.
You can't.
You can't do it.
No, you can't.
Because something is breathing you. That's the innate intelligence of the body. It's not going to stop, and it doesn't want to stop any more than you do consciously. So that innate intelligence has to be supported by what? By good nutrition, by sleep. How many of you go to bed with the TV on? Stressful, stressful.
So,
Why?
they
Because
do
you're
heart
finding out who shot
and
who down 34th Street, and you're trying to also understand what's happening with the government, and who knows what's going on there except major racist policies. And yes, I said that out loud. So I mean,
I don't know
it's
what
like
she
all
said.
of that we're taking in, and you are trying to rest. Most of you go to bed at midnight. You should go to bed the day before you get up. So midnight is not good. Go to bed the day before you get up. Not at 1 o'clock and get up at 7 o'clock and then say, I'm so tired, Doc. Well, I guess you are tired because you haven't slept. Your brain needs to rest. Your brain needs to rest, especially in between 10 and 2, when the free radicals, those are the things that damage your cells, can be taken up by antioxidants. And so leading right into that, one of the things that stress causes is inflammation. And the inflammation happens because we don't have enough things like sweet potatoes, carrots, blueberries, blackberries, things that are called carotenoids and flavonoids. You'll never have to remember that.
Yeah.
But just remember carrots, carotenoids, berries, bioflavonoids. Those things that make those fruits and vegetables color, those are the things that help protect our cells. That's why we want to eat things with color and texture. There's no miracle to it. It's just that it helps to protect our cells, and it decreases the inflammation. We know now that diabetes and hypertension and cancer and asthma are all a result of inflammation and stress. So we are working toward, in this event and any other times that you'll see AmeriHealth, making sure that you are understanding why you're doing this. Not just do it, but this is why you're doing it. You want to eat more fish because that has something called omega-3 fatty acids in it. You don't want to eat the things like red meats necessarily and fried foods that create a path of inflammation. You want to create a path of anti-inflammation, and that's what fish will do. That's what omega-3 fatty acids will do. Water. You don't drink enough of it. We are made up of water. Our brains are made of water, our lungs are made of water, our bodies are 60% water, and most of us don't drink enough. And I get in my office going, what about soda? No, soda is not water. What about tea? No, tea is not water. You can get about 20% of your fluid intake from foods and other liquids, but you must drink water. So I encourage you, just one more glass than what you're used to drinking. Just every day, just try one more glass than what you're used to drinking, and see how that affects your skin, your eyes, your hair, your nails, and most importantly, pooping. Pooping. Most of you don't poop every day. And so then you wonder why you don't feel well. Well, if you don't empty your garbage can, what's going to happen? Lord have mercy, Jesus. Call him. Jesus wept. It's about the maggots and the flies and all the other stuff that the garbage pail gets. Well, you get it too. Yeah. You will have that stuff. And you wonder why you don't feel well. Because you are full of...
Watch out.
Garbage.
So, let me stop here because I could go on and you know that. But I won't. But I want to leave you with this. And Dr. Richards said to this, and everything she said, ditto. I was going to say that, but she said it, so I had to come up with something else. Anyway, so choice. We do not use our power of choice enough. You can choose every minute of every day to do something differently. Small steps, baby steps, done consistently make a difference. Just small steps. Health is not linear. You're not going to walk out of here today and say, okay, this is it, I'm healthy from now. No, you're going to go this way, and you're going to go this way, and you're going to go backwards, and you're going to turn around. But the bottom line is get back on the path.
Yeah.
When you fell down as a child, you didn't just lay there and say, I'll never walk again. Oh my God, what am I going to do? You grabbed onto that chair, you got up, and you started walking again. Do not let one piece of chocolate cake defeat you. Get up and keep doing what you're doing. You can ask yourself, is that chocolate cake going to be good for me or not so good for me? You can answer that question. So choice is really important. The other thing is those small baby steps. Do not cut off more than you can chew, literally, because you don't want to set some goal that you cannot reach, because that's going to create poor self-esteem. And Lord knows we have enough of that in our community. And the third thing is, God wants you to be healthy.
Yeah.
There's many verses in the Bible that talk about, I want you to have joy and health and have it more abundantly. I want you to prosper. There's a verse that talks about having every seed on the planet be for your health.
That's right.
Every plant, every good thing God has already provided. So we don't want to put a hog maw in those greens. We came here not eating hog maws. We came here eating greens and yams and beans, but not with marshmallows and not with hog maws. God bless us all.
Hello, I'm Dr. Gil Nami Bland. I'm director of the Diabetes Treatment Center, and I tell you, you all are hard acts to follow. But I'm going to give you some information about diabetes. But I want to know, how many people in here have diabetes or know someone with diabetes? Okay, a lot of them. Do you know in Washington, D.C., particularly in Ward 8, we have the highest rates of diabetes in the country?
In the country.
In the country. So, what I want to do is, if you have diabetes, I want to educate you about it. And if you don't have diabetes, I don't want you to get it. Okay. For diabetes, there's 5 things that I want to give the information about. I want you to remember the A, B, C, D, and E. Okay?